It is 6:03 on Thursday morning, July 24th, 72 degrees. Look for highs in the low 90s. Mostly sunny today. And expected to be a little more sticky than yesterday was. Good morning, I'm Michelle Basch.
And I'm John Aaron. The top local story we're following this hour, the vice mayor and town manager of Purcellville are under arrest this morning, facing felony charges. WTOP's Neil Augenstein tells us it has to do with the way business was being conducted in the area.
Virginia State Police say Purcellville Vice Mayor Ben Nett is charged with 2 counts of bid rigging and conspiracy and 4 violations regarding the Virginia Criminal Information Network. Nett was a police officer when he was elected. In an earlier advisory opinion, Commonwealth's attorney Bob Anderson said Nett had a conflict of interest overseeing an agency in which he was employed. Loudoun County prosecutors recused themselves from the case. The Attorney General's office impaneled the special grand jury. The county sheriff's office says Nett was served with a warrant and taken into custody, and town manager Quasi Fraser, who's charged with 2 counts of bid rigging and conspiracy, turned himself in. In Loudoun County, Neil Augenstein, WTOP News.
Extra charges will appear on the bills of Washington gas customers in Virginia soon. WTOP's Kyle Cooper explains.
The utility is adding extra charges to bills this coming August, September, and October, explaining it took in less revenue than approved by the State Corporation Commission during the winter months last year because temperatures were above normal. How much is the surcharge? It varies by customer based on their normal usage, but I can tell you looking at my own bills, the extra charges, which were also levied last year, totaled $47 over the 3-month period. Washington Gas also credits customers' accounts if temperatures are lower than normal and the utility takes in extra revenue. Kyle Cooper, WTOP News.
Flash floods are happening more often in our area and becoming more intense. Local leaders are taking note and taking action. More now from WTOP's Kate Ryan.
Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich says he lives along Sligo Creek, where the weekend flooding shut down the parkway, and saw one man walk down the street with water up to his knees.
That's a level of water I have not seen before, and it's indicative of, the severity of the storms we had.
There were multiple water rescues, but the county's Assistant Chief Administrative Officer, Earl Stoddard, says there were no fatalities and no serious injuries. He credits in part
to the fact that we had early warning and we had real-time information that we didn't have in previous events of this nature.
The county's climate change officer, Sarah Kogler-Smucker, says there's a 20-point action plan in place. 11 of the items have seen significant progress since first generated in 2021. And she urges residents to sign up for emergency alerts.
If you receive a flood warning, that means flooding is occurring in your area. The major thing to do is stay off the roads if at all possible.
Kate Ryan, WTOP News.
The Washington Commanders are gearing up for a second day of training camp. Our George Wallace was there in Ashburn for day 1, and he says it was an electric atmosphere.
About an hour and 15-minute practice on day 1. Dan Quinn said he's going to ramp things up slowly the early parts of training camp. Tons of energy out here, as you can imagine. How close this team was a year ago, falling just 1 game short of the Super Bowl. Guys could not wait to get back on the field and begin to take that next step.
George will be back at camp again today. Listen for updates later today at 25 and 55.
Coming up, a new sports network could be heading to cable TV. Traffic and weather in 30 seconds.